Meet Linda. Linda is a 30-year-old mother. Her daughter Sally was born with cleft palate. In what ways does having a child with cleft palate affect your daily communication and interactions?
Our daughter Sally has cleft lip and palate. This has affected myself and my husband John's daily communication and interaction. From this, John and I were able to improve our communication, especially under stress. We were able to learn what our priorities were, which overall brought us closer together as a couple. We learned through Sally that we had the ability to get through almost anything. The communication aspect of having a child with cleft lip and palate is their delay in speech. This added some stress on top of what was already going on with my other children, like having to get them to their sporting activities and appointments.
What are the challenges you have faced?
Challenges that we have faced as parents included trying to balance work with the needs of Sally's care, like feeding, as well as the financial aspects of her condition so we could plan for her surgery. Another challenge that we faced was the people around us. We needed to make sure that those around us understood what was happening. When we first laid eyes on her, we were worried about what challenges we might face with her having cleft lip and palate. It was a bit of a challenge for us, but we knew it was manageable, and we just had to dig deeper and find more information about what we needed to do for her and the support we would need. We also worried about facing the future problem if our daughter developed speech or developmental delays and the effect it would have on her. The biggest problems I faced was breastfeeding Sally. I found it really difficult as it took me such a long time to feed her the smallest amount. So in the end, I had to feed her by the bottle so she could be fed the right amount of food. I found this a lot easier.
What has been most helpful for you in dealing with harmful attitudes from others?
By having a child with cleft lip and palate, I was afraid of the stigma and discrimination I would receive from my family, friends, neighbours, and the rest of the community. I knew that I would receive looks, but I didn't want to think that it would be any more, and I certainly didn't want those closest to me to be ashamed, not only because of the effect it would have on me as a parent, but for my daughter's own well-being, as I didn't want to bring her up in a surrounding where people are ashamed of her because she looked a little different. As a parent, I believe more awareness of these conditions needs to be addressed in the wider community so children with cleft lip and palate are accepted by those around them rather than being seen as different or being ashamed by them.